Hello and welcome to Bluepoint 3.42, the channel for building a better society through building a better you. Today, we're going to explore a paradoxical idea by Karl Popper, the tolerance paradox. Karl Popper was a philosopher of science who made significant contributions to our understanding of scientific theory and methodology throughout the 20th century. But he was also interested in politics and the social sciences, and he had some insightful things to say about tolerance. Popper believed that tolerance is an essential component of a free and open society. But he also argued that there are limits to tolerance. This is what he called the tolerance paradox. The tolerance paradox refers to the idea that in order for a society to be tolerant, it must be intolerant of intolerance. In other words, if we want to protect and promote diversity, we have to be willing to speak out against those who seek to undermine it. Undermining diversity refers to any behavior or action that devalues, excludes, or dismisses individuals or groups based on their differences. It can take many forms, including discrimination, bias, stereotyping, or lack of representation. Examples of undermining diversity can include making derogatory comments or jokes about a particular race, gender, or culture, refusing to hire or promote someone based on their race, gender, or other characteristic, ignoring the contributions or perspectives of individuals from underrepresented groups, creating a hostile work or learning environment for individuals from underrepresented groups, failing to provide accommodations or support for individuals with disabilities, using language or imagery that perpetuates harmful stereotypes or prejudices. Tolerance requires actively engaging with diverse perspectives, which involves listening with an open mind, considering new ideas, and respecting differences. However, tolerance does not mean accepting everything without question. It is essential to have values and principles that we stand for and are willing to defend, while still respecting the rights and beliefs of others. Some values and principles that support tolerance include respect for diversity, open-mindedness, empathy, non-judgmentalism, fairness, equality, human rights, freedom of speech, and a commitment to dialogue and understanding. These values and principles can help us cultivate a mindset of acceptance and inclusion towards people who hold different views, beliefs, backgrounds, and identities than our own. Respect for diversity means recognizing and valuing the differences between individuals and groups, including differences in culture, ethnicity, race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, and other characteristics. It involves creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Open-mindedness is the willingness to consider new or different ideas, perspectives, and experiences without immediately rejecting them or being closed off to them. It involves being receptive to new information and being able to think critically and objectively about it, rather than simply relying on preconceived notions or biases. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It involves being able to put oneself in someone else's shoes and experience the world from their perspective. Non-judgmentalism is the practice of withholding judgment and suspending one's preconceptions and biases when evaluating or interacting with others. It involves being open-minded and accepting of different perspectives, beliefs, and lifestyles without criticism or condemnation. Fairness is the act of treating others equitably, justly, and impartially. It involves making decisions based on objective criteria rather than personal preferences or prejudices. Equality refers to the principle of treating everyone with the same level of respect, dignity, and fairness, regardless of their differences. It involves ensuring that every individual has access to the same opportunities, resources, and rights, and that they are not discriminated against based on factors such as race, gender, age, religion, or socio-economic status. Human rights are the basic rights and freedoms that are entitled to every person, regardless of their race, gender, nationality, religion, or any other status. These rights are inherent to human beings and are often considered to be universal and inalienable. Examples of human rights include the right to life, liberty, and security of person, freedom from discrimination, the right to education, the right to a fair trial, and the right to freedom of expression and religion. Freedom of speech is the right to express one's opinions and ideas without censorship, restraint, or fear of retribution. It is a fundamental human right and a cornerstone of democratic societies, allowing individuals to freely express themselves, share information, and engage in public debate. A commitment to dialogue and understanding involves being willing to engage in meaningful conversations with others, even if we disagree with them, and seeking to understand their perspectives. It means listening to others with an open mind and trying to find common ground or areas of agreement, as well as being respectful and courteous in our interactions. The danger in tolerating intolerance is that it can lead to the acceptance and normalization of harmful or discriminatory attitudes and behaviors. If intolerant beliefs and actions are allowed to go unchecked, they can spread and create an environment where people feel unsafe or unwelcome, particularly those who are part of marginalized or minority groups. Tolerating intolerance can also undermine the principles of equality and human rights, as well as create tension and conflict within society. So, the next time you hear someone say that we should just tolerate intolerance, remember Karl Popper's tolerance paradox. To truly embrace tolerance, we must be intolerant of intolerance. Thanks for watching this video on the tolerance paradox. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Bluepoint 3.42 for more motivational and self-development content. See you in the next one.